Hello! Welcome back to small Kerbal Space Program. Doing my game. I'm trying to get off of Eve. I'll be... Oops. I opened up streams so that I'd be able to moderate chat and all, but volume was just feeding back. Right, so... the base rocket plan I'm going to be using is what I got from my sandbox game. I have this kind of ridiculous helicopter on top of this. The question is then how to get it down to the ground safely. At least that's one of the questions. There's the center of mass. It's not in a great position. Liked it to have been a bit lower, maybe. Welcome. Yeah, I would like to have it a bit lower so then it would be more stable. With it being... I guess it's probably low enough. Maybe a third away? Yeah, I guess that's fine then. But yeah, if you've got the center of mass... center of mass close to one side, then it will be more stable. Well, when it's entering the atmosphere. Less likely to flip over. But yeah, I guess now to try to figure out how to attach this. I think I was wanting a larger docking port on this side, maybe? Can't remember. The idea being that I could potentially just ferry fuel across, or something. When you have your first rocket and over and you've been playing for 5 hours and then you modded save. Yep, good luck with that. What kind of mods are you using? Just wondering how I'm going to get this down to ease. Okay, yeah, I've got the docking port here. Oh, the airlock there. So then I can bring the Kerbals up. I think this needs landing legs. Yeah, I might just start off with working on the helicopter part. Just name this. Okay. That. Then something up there for the root node, so I can this center of mass. So one thing I found out recently, apparently there was a company called it's like Rotation Launch, I think it was, decades ago, and they had basically rocket-powered helicopters who were trying to launch with. So it didn't have enough thrust to get out into orbit directly, so they then had to put extra rocket engines on the bottom. But it's basically, okay, we improve the efficiency by an insignificant amount. Using graphics mods to enhance experience, a lot of content adding mods, warp drives and new solar systems, I think I saw... oh, who was it? Matt Lown, I think, did a video on new solar system one, an interstellar one. Yeah, it would be kind of cool to do that. I do want to just start off with a vanilla gameplay game. Yeah, I mean, it would be something to spend my, I think, 4K science on. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be landing on anything hilly with this. So, I think I also need more RTGs. So yeah, all of them on the visual ones. And have you just been... because I know he'll typically do his mod showcase with just one mod. Maybe the visual mods as well, but... like for volumetric clouds I know he uses quite often. And... waterfall, I think? I think that's what it's called. Yeah, so do you just keep adding on top? As opposed to the singular mods, I guess? Get enough solar panels on. It's kind of awkward on something this size. I think I do need a... okay. To be honest, I didn't know you could attach to the RTGs. Guess I got attachment points there. And some more. Oh, weird. Oh well. Oh. Okay, yep, it's same issue. There we go. Move these down slightly. Good. Rocket copter. So save that. And I guess fruits of that node, we can then put it in subassembly. Do I put it in? I think I'll just put it base folder. There's a probe course. I see it now. This is the rocket copter. Helicopter for rockets. Interstellar. Another miscellaneous nods like governments that fund you that have different penalties depending on which one you side with. Okay. Go back to current game. Come on. Oh. Current game. There we go. Now, how to actually attach this? I think I can get rid of that and replace it with a nose cone. Size 0, I think. Shoot. Yeah. I think I've already got something planned to be in orbit to bring them back. I can't remember. Thank you for the follow. That's too small. Still too small. There we go. I think on top I can just go with it'll be on DE for helicopter. Is that retracted? I think if I do struts to this one, I can't do struts to that one. Okay. In that case, maybe. Okay, so save that again, and then again switch to this one. Oops. I'll read this. See, no, just why am I doing it that way? Don't save. Load the copter correctly. This is 91 parts. Ooh, that does not bode well. Make probe core main part. Okay, everything else off. Then, from here I guess I can mark size 2 parts. And size 2 fuel. Then also coupling import senior. How much does that compare? So that was 1,000. And I had 2,000, 3,000, 4,000. So that's already more. But also, might be similar amounts of mass. Not added in a bunch of RTGs. But I want more symmetry. How about I attach it to the top? Can. Difficult. I was to put lights on top, something like this, maybe. Okay, I'm gonna want to see this. I'm pretty sure those lights will be spinning pretty fast. Let's see what this is like. On. Yes, on. And on with rotors. Okay, not actually. I was expecting more. Anything. That was kind of disappointing. So, for the sake of my FPS, when I have everything else running, just top of the stationary part. Why is this being so? There we go. Whatever. Maybe remove a couple of these. have to do... Oh, wait. That will have to do, though. Yeah, you can save that. I replace... rocket copter. Now... go back to... Eve... escape. There we go. Now, if I put the rocket copter on top... Oh, it is actually a bit larger. Oh well. Actually looks attached now, at least. We're fine on that front. Now, to get this down to the ground. Bit tricky. We need several heat shields. Okay. This and then copy. There we go. That doesn't really hide the rotor blades. Might need to go further. PC crashed from KSP. You do have a fair few mods. I'm not entirely surprised. Did you lose much progress? I guess if you know. Away. Okay, if I move them up to short. Oh, better move those up as well. If I have that one as long still, should then allow me to attach things. You're just letting me craft a VAP? Oh, I do not rate chances very well. Taking those. Now, okay, let's try measuring then. Go up from here. Yeah, that should be covered by shields. Yep. Okay. That's some good news at least. does also still need this piece. How do I do this? Yes, I could maybe bring them inwards a bit. That work while still... yes. Okay. That might be a possibility then. And just, if I do the same on the bottom here. But first, I want to rotate this 45 degrees. I believe that's 45 degrees. Now I want to move these. It's colliding with something no matter what I do. Ooh, but now wingtips are so cool. Yeah, they don't get covered. Well, I think I was going to need to change from 45 degrees anyway. Try one spin. Yep, that covers them. I think these might actually need... ooh. Okay, if I pull them down, maybe, okay. I think I can do it this way. Now... actually covering everything. I guess I need to move everything up. Undo that. No, I can move it up. Okay. Yep, so they weren't quite covering everything. There we go. Now they are. So what I might be able to do is get down to a safe speed using this. Hope that nothing burns up. This should help this should be a lot of drag so that it stays pointing the right way. Then how do I get these to detach? I'm thinking basically just decouple the top part and activate the rotors to slow down, and then I can drop the bottom one. Okay, what are my decoupling options? I could go with maybe a coupler. Let's try. Let's move that off. I think they're angled ever so slightly out, but that might actually help. No, I don't think they are actually. I was going to say it might actually help with increasing the drag on the top. Put upright in the first section. Yeah, that's not an option. Well, that looks like it could do it. Then struts, lots and lots of struts. Only 2 times symmetry. So struts to feathers. Top 2. And struts and apart. Oh, no, not like that. Like that. Struts to the other towers segments. New places. Those struts to the center. Interesting. Some of them are attached to the fuel tank, some of them are attached to the center section. And symmetry types. Tiny ones start to here. And to the center section. Whichever. I hope that's enough struts. I did not mean to press launch, I meant to press save. Oh. Now, next we'll be working on our way getting this to Eve. Getting us up into orbit too. And staging. Oof. These ones I won't stage. We'll stage the top ones. No, I've got this to do that. Those stage the top ones, and these don't need to be staged, but this one does. What's... Oh, yeah, no, don't stage that at the same time. This will be for the ascent. And enable rockets, yep. Decouple, and... Ah, yes. One will go here, so that once we're landed we can take it off and just have a nose cone on top. This should be the top stage of the launch vessel one, yep. I think this will probably... Okay. I think I'll need a docking port to assemble it in orbit. Okay. Yep. Now, if I pull up Delta V map and then pull it up for myself. So to get from Kerbin to Eve and in orbit, I will need... I could probably actually make this my transfer stage as well for the bringing the Kerbals back. And potentially, refuel from... what's it called? Gilly, that's one. Yeah, it's on the map. Why am I trying to remember? Yeah, so 930 plus 430 plus 90 plus another 80 plus another 1,300. Less than 3k Delta V, okay. Not too bad. So where's liquid fuel? Yeah. I could go for something a bit larger. Mark 2. So if I go, oops, nice 2. I can get the quad adapter, yeah. Maybe this will look neater. Start off with that, and then put some nuclear engines on it. Okay, 1.5. Nearly there, honestly. Yep, that's pretty much exactly what's needed. Yeah, an extra 18 Delta V, meters a second Delta V. But I would like a bit more, and I would like to have something else in there. Have like a crew compartment. I don't think there's any size 2 crew. Capture module, I guess. It looks just a bit silly. But only a bit. Oh, Mark II lander can might do better. Thinking of a Mark III lander can? No, I'm just thinking of a different Mark II. I think this is the original one, then they made this one, which has the doors. Yeah. And it should have space for 2 Kerbals? Yeah. So we need to undo that. Hmm. Now, I will need a bit more delta V. But what I can do, instead of right settle, and a bit of extra depth. There's nuclear rockets again, they'll be size ones. Go. Wrong size. Also wrong size. I'd have just done the same piece size, didn't I? More struts. Maybe just go for auto struts. I think I will need power. That can be solar panels. 100 electric charge, maybe. Probably good to have a reaction wheel too. Then I would like a pro core. Hello. Welcome. I'm currently making something to get me to Eve. But here's the part that gets me to Eve. Here's the part that will get me down to Eve and then back up. And here's the other part that will get me down to Eve and back up. Yep. Let's save that. Transfer. As priority will be used to set it, so let's give that 5 then. Hope if I actually spelt things correctly. There we go. Naming. here somewhere is probe. Oh, here we go. Rocket copter. That one. Guess we can call it a plane. To differentiate it. No, I don't think that's fitting in a fairing. So, that does get me enough Delta V, but I would like a bit of extra wiggle room. Would put some liquid fuel in here and then transfer it across. How much liquid fuel do I have? So 400 for each. I've got 8 side ones, yep. Should reach 2. And another 4 times 6? No, 4 times 3. So I've got 11,200 currently. That should be enough, I think. Save that. Okay, wait. Move that root part. Move that off. Transfer. How did I hit G instead of F twice? Now, get this to orbit. Guess I'll send a Kerbal, an engineer Kerbal up to put some struts before then sending it on its way. How many tons is this? 80 tons, despite the small size. Okay. Well, I should have only got 180 ton. Really? Okay. Aerodynamically, that can't be too bad, right? How much over 80 tons am I? Oh, I'm under 80 tons, okay. That should hopefully be fine then. I just want some more struts. It's all about the struts, isn't it? Oh, I am going to need solar panels, that's right. On that note, I will be... Okay, I'm back. Now, how do I put solar panels on this? Some circular ones. They don't, not too much mass. This. Ooh. Doors, maybe I can put some batteries. Oh. Yep. Give me a bit more battery space. Hopefully that'll be enough for solar panels. With that. Maybe more struts. No grid fins. Where is the center of mass? Okay, not too bad. Sorry to be over up there. That should be fine. Quickly, action group 3 on this. Oh. Saved. Yeah, this can get itself up into orbit if need be. I can transfer fuel across to it. Should be good. Let's try launching it. I don't think I'll need... No. We'll need... what's it called? A fairing? Should be good enough. Up. I think this is reversed. Yeah. This... launch. Could have done with a bit more, what's it called? Struts, I think. That is wobbling a bit. I don't think I was paying enough attention. Oh. Being a bit on north. Also a bit too vertical. Try to put it back down. Okay. Prograde. Go prograde. There we go. Wobbling a bit more. Ooh, nope, nope. And center of lift isn't wrong. Yeah, that's not going to go. Okay, well, over parachutes then. No, I moved this down for a reason. Any drogue shoots as possible. Not action groups. Deploy shoots. There we go. That's a lot quicker. That was loud. Go for a bit of fuel. Yeah. Perfect time. Totally. Yeah. Nothing went wrong. Definitely didn't need more struts. 400 meters. 300. It bounds softly. There we go. The reason why you can't find any parachutes, so. Look, it's only, let's see, 8, 16, 24, 48 parachutes. Let's go back to the VAB and actually put those drops on. I think maybe put some grid fins on. Central stack. Oh, it's already open. Good. Okay, undo that. There we go. Now 2 times symmetry. Oh, no, wrong symmetry. There we go. More on. So, or not. There we go. That's something. What are you for the largest parachute? For some reason I tried to This gives an unexpected error. Huh. That's odd. I don't know what would be causing that. Yep. Yeah, you've mentioned before. Maybe I could go for 4 times. Kind of works. Oh, that might work. 48 more parachutes. Go back inside here somewhere. At the bottom. Stop hibernating. My work is not what you want to hear when you're in a rocket. Well, thankfully, there's no one in this rocket. No cause for concern. At all. To anyone in the vicinity or downrange. But let's go! With that confidence-inspiring note. Bit early for a gravity turn. Now. Let's try to get it 90 degrees. Is everyone in range my launch complex is dead? No! Nonsense! Why would they? No, never. To be fair, there's not many people living in the ocean. Okay, I'll keep it there, so then getting a bit lower, I'll point prograde directly. We'll then keep going further prograde. 50 liquid fuel, there we go. Prograde, couple. Now go back to stability assist and try to get a bit more north. Minimize nation. Less than 1 degree. Not great, but not terrible either. I mean, to be fair, we probably would have had an exclusion zone around this area since we're dropping the side tanks anyway. How high up are we? A minute to apoapsis at 40k. Doing alright there. Don't need to drop a fairing because I don't have a fairing. I do have that. There we go. I dropped a fairing. Keep pointing down. Don't need apoapsis really to be that high. So I'll stop once I hit 100. Yeah. Okay. Oh. was something. So close. Reason there's an ocean had so many rockets hit the ground and they create a massive hole? No! The reason there's an ocean is so that we can chip in parts. That's the official story. How much do we have? Okay, we'll need to use a bit of the upper stage, it seems, but that's fine. Can refuel it. Uh, 30-second burn. Just time warp a bit closer. I overshot. Oh well. Lighting glitches. Jim Cloud said insurance companies have sent bankrupt in. What? Okay, and together. Now, prograde on this side. Undocks that. Go to the ground. Just realised how terrible the thrust weight ratio is going to be on this thing. Let's just get this up into orbit. Only 5k should be enough. Already an Eve return capsule. Okay. Well, I guess I didn't really have return capabilities then. Oh well. Side. Save. Yep. Just bring perhaps down. Much more reasonable number. Go. And let's switch back to this one so we can deorbit it. Well, watch go through the process of deorbiting. Just suborbital to begin with. Okay, already on fire. That's great to see. Open up the air brakes so that they can help steer us. Oh, help move the center of drag, I guess. Not the right one. Move the drag backwards so you get us back down. What do you mean you can't see this going well? I see this going extremely well. I mean, not as close to the KSC as would be ideal, but still. And I might lose the engine on the landing, but I think that's about it. maybe we don't have enough parachutes. Five seconds of flying. Maybe. Let's pull those back in for now. How many fuel tanks do I have? One or two? Haven't hit the densest part of the atmosphere yet. Whatever this is, it's not being hit too badly. So we have does nearly half of this for a brief moment. No, that's just Kerbal though. Of making it longer. Okay. Add a bit of spinning in to keep things from getting too heated. Should be slowing down. Yeah. There we go. Pretty rough G-forces, but no one's on board, so fine. Even the roast for parachutes is more like it. If I bring the thrust limiter down... Last 6 seconds. Would be nice if I decided to put lights on this. Oh well. Chance that we go sideways. Land on the slope. That would not be ideal. Let's just turn S8 off. Should get us upright. Mostly upright. Why is it not? Let's... Okay, there we go. Fully deployed... one thing. Go down to the bottom. And physics off, a bit closer to the ground. Attach meat to exterior rock and cellars, atmospheric roasted beef. Now the downside is it probably doesn't get roasted, it just gets toasted on the outside. I don't think decoupling via heat shield will save much mass. 100 meters. Few hundred soon. Slow down the physics warp a bit. Going 5 meters a second. 10 seconds. Gents. Never mind. Up at 24 meters. But we are slowly tipping over. I should have put SAS on earlier. bad, but I think the parachutes are enough to slowly put us down on the side. See? All went well. Nothing exploded. Oh, ye of little faith. That was a mostly successful mission. Not ideal recovery value, but still, that's something. Now, my rocket 2 meters wide? Yes, it is 2 meters wide. Yeah, it's 2 meter. I'm pretty sure it was. Yeah, it was. Now, let's see about getting escape out. Let's move the fuel for that. This. Much mass. 120 tons. Okay. I mean, you can probably also tell by the texture on the rocket. Now, getting this up is going to be a bit difficult. Let's start with this. Because I'm 99% sure I don't have a booster strong enough for this. Nope. Okay, let's make one. First of all, actually, maybe I can go. What's the mass? 0.25 compared. Wait, 0.25 compared to using a fairing, and including the fairing. Interstage nodes. Extra 0.3. So yeah, that's going to be more massive. I drop a chunk of it, because I'll be dropping most of it near the... Yeah, I guess... be circularizing. I'll go with this. Seem surprised by what you said. I mean... yeah, based on... like the height of it as it's sideways, it makes sense that you can tell how wide the rocket is. It was while it was still up in the air, or if it's in the air, then yeah, that would be extremely weird. If it's when it first landed, okay, I could see that based on just ratios, but on the side would make a lot of sense. Actually, I don't think I need a fairing anymore. I've got... I don't think I have wide enough. Have a wide enough brick. Okay. I guess go for the smallest fuel tank here. Block it from being used. I think I'll put a couple batteries on the outside. Now, so you need solar panels. Hmm. How much is this again? 120-ish tons. Hmm. What else is needed? Parachutes will be needed. Not yet. Go ahead and put it into hibernation warp. Meals. I think we'll be onto the main. I want to go about this. How by filtering by size? What do I have? Yeah. I think I need to go. Nope, that one. Something there for a moment. Not those. There we go. Not that one. Where's the adapter I had before? There we go. And from 3 to 4. Oh. So that's 4. Then we'll have a look to see if this is overkill. So the option is either this or use another engine. Staging, there we go. Which is nowhere near thrust weight. Ooh, that is a pretty rough amount of thrust weight that I'll need. Guess from large part because of that. Mastodon, I think Mastodon and mainsail would be good options. 1.3 meganewtons, nearly 1.3. 90 versus 305 compared to 85 to 310. Something like this. Center one. What's the thrust weight looking? That's actually an okay amount of thrust weight, but we still need more delta V. Okay. So I think side tanks this way. Start off trying to go for 2 times, and maybe go for size 2 tanks. Yep, they're attached. Okay, on. message did something weird there. It's not how it shows up on YouTube. Oh well. Oh, where was I? I will want to turn on crossfeed here. Is it on 8K compared to 13K? Yep. Work. You on back up over 1.3 thrust weight ratio. I need just a bit more delta V. Get that from yeah. That gets me around to where I need it to be. I would like a bit of extra buffer room though. I think I'll add in... Let's get me to about my target thrust weight ratio. Rough. Thinking of putting on drop tanks, but I think they would need their own engines as well, just to be able to support their own. Like this. I was thinking of putting it here, but I want to put fins on there. What are my options for fins? Placement. Terrible. Something like that wouldn't be too bad. Angle it. Maybe one more tick. Just into position. Oh. Leave that for now. And add in another fuel tank. Ball maybe just does that go here? Yeah, 280 compared to I think these are 290. Level to 300. I think these are just worse everywhere. So. Enable crossfeed up here. Yeah. So that's another 200 meters a second roughly. Probably enough room. I have no idea why the 32 is going at the end of a message there. That is weird. That gets me the 3,400 I need, and then another 250. Eh. Yeah, then just those. Hopefully that'll be enough. Now I will want some separatrons and other stuff. And struts, lots of struts. Right. That. And up slightly so then I can push on a coupler for the purposes of making this a sub-assembly. Structural, I'll get some launch clamps on. Down. Close to the ground. Gonna be something. Username tricks. What was I thinking? Right, I will need some parachutes on this. Well, I'll want some parachutes on this. You can go wherever. Oh, that somehow messed up all the staging though. It's fifth. Staging Y. Try attaching and reattaching. I think so. Oh. Midways crossfeed, yep. Oh. Figure out the staging first. All these, yep. But let's see, what is this? This. Definitely not those. Up there. So let's just, for now, come into our own thing. And just focus on these for now. Okay. Can I not add more stages? My limit... Okay, there we go. Don't know why it wasn't showing. So first I want these onto stage. What happened? I don't know. I've got this. I've got a booster, or working on a booster for it. Hang on, what? Where is that launch tower? That makes more sense, thank you. Like some winglets, perhaps? Canard seems too big. Winglet seems about right. About right. Okay, that. Oh. That. Thing. Thing. Save that. Now. Sure, that's right order, yep. Okay, and its sub-assemblies. The 120 ton to low Kerbal orbit. One thing I didn't. Evo. In some separatrons. Right stage, good. Bottom. Those not on the right stage. There. Here. One's. Yep. They seem to be in the right place. What are these doing? Seriously, where are the other solid rockets? Oh, here, right? Yeah, okay. To be staged well up there. Yep, that's the right one. I was muted for quite a while. The ODR, I think the fairing's going to be too massive, too much mass. But I don't know what what it's like to have this much drag on the top on something quite like this. And I will need to get rid of him, so I'll just do a test flight. So I will need to not have pilots in here. So this is officially a test. Regardless of results, I will have to convert. This will give me an idea of what aerodynamics are like. I should also... Oh, already out of fuel. Very great. FPS, please. That seems a bit close to the launch pad for my liking. Thrust weight is okay. Like a bit more altitude. That seems like it's, yeah, way too much drag. Don't think that's launching. Said I was going to need to revert anyway. Okay, I guess it is. Try to get that as close as possible. Avoiding the landing aids. Native there for now. Back. Down. Continue. Finish it up. Nothing suspicious about the shape. Back up above ground. Now, solve all that extra mass. Need some stronger engines. So. How much thrust is this giving me? 3K? Anything give more? D-level thrust. It's 28 seconds of burn. 40 seconds of burn, followed by 140, might make sense to just throw on a couple of solid rockets. Staging is more efficient, but this is rough. Just move part. Ah, that one was still attached to a nose cone. Okay. Oh. Eight. Actually. And it was 1 time symmetry, but now it's 2 times symmetry. You can have struts. Or not. There we go. Maybe not that one. Gee. Not doing much. So we'll get rid of those for now. Bearing expansion. Hey. Now. How's this do? Picked up the entire supply of solid rockets. I could, but that thrust weight ratio is getting lower. Maybe I will. Oh. Oh. Couple more pages. Let's see, 369 plus 255 plus 228 plus 547 plus 234. That actually gets me enough Delta V. Huh. I mean, it's another thing if this actually could take off properly. Oh. This is horrible. Oh dear, what mess have I got myself into? More engine equals more good. I do need more thrust weight though. Oh. We also need to move drums down. Go. The other one. Yeah. guess it's conv. Okay, five. Okay, which one gets? I guess it doesn't matter which one gets attached first. For solid rocket motors, attach first is most likely. How long do they burn for? Yeah, let's put the couplers on. Let's just give them Q. Varying staging. Actually, okay. Ever. How long do they burn for? 21 seconds. That's good. It will go before anything else. That didn't change the thrust weight ratio much, did it? Oh, actually, yeah, it did. Yeah, okay. That one is. Where's this one again? I've lost it again. Back up here. Go. Now they get their own full phase. How long do we actually for? 20 minutes. They go first. They don't burn. What do you mean they don't burn? $80 seconds. Oh, okay. Which would delay. Able to get rid of them. Times symmetry. Back. And structural. Doesn't need to be quite that long of a segment. Smaller work, I wonder. That. Okay. That go to segment doesn't work. But one of these. Can move them just a tiny bit. Good enough. Dear. So, fade burn for 80 seconds. Okay. Okay, how far do we get? So 35 plus 21. 4. That gets me 80 seconds. Probably could have done it from a 4 times one, but oh well. That. 0.23. Great. Oh. This one. Oh. There we go, now we have enough thrust to weight ratio. Sure, nothing will go wrong. Nothing at all. Do that. I'll get rid of. Add some more bearing stuff. Get rid of mouse over is probably what I meant. I think. Well, let's give this a go. I forgot to remove the Kerbals. I'm gonna need to undo that. Ugh. Once we load in, have to load back into the VAB, remove the Kerbals, and then load in again. Okay, I think I also need to attach those. Apparently they don't radially attach. Okay, crew. Q. Maybe I can do... Don't have to deal with staging again. I can give it a shot. I said save that and give it a shot. Loading, loading, loading. I still need to send up something to go drill on the and bring fuel. That's okay. That's not enough. Yeah. So you're seeing all these engines strapped to it because I need enough engines to lift an additional 80 tons of fairing. Apparently, I think I will need to have decouplers that just don't decouple. So have the same timing as the other ones. Decoupler. 35. This is least massive. There. Goes. Attached. What's the thrust weight ratio? Lower than what I'd like, so stable staging. Not like making enabling crossfeed will do anything. Big old rocket equation thing. Yeah, I mean, it's mostly fine. I've got enough delta V. I just need to have enough thrust to get it up into, off the ground. Then be high enough that get more thrusts as the atmosphere gets less dense. Then we should be able to fly from there, hopefully. Big old mess of a payload at the front. Definitely has to be my worst payload so far. Ooh, just sagging slightly. A bit of auto strutting. Just to be sure. Let's give it a go. No, I can auto strut some more stuff. I had the thrust limiter on. Why did I have the thrust limiter on? Okay. That works. And more center one down. That should do it. I certainly hope it does. $3 million on the launch pad. Let's see how this goes. I am dreading this. Long 28 burns. Okay, thrust up at maximum and launch. Okay, why is it tilting already? What? What? I think something hit launch tower? I want to have a closer look at that. I put the launch tower on its own staging of that issue. It is wobbling up and down. Not a huge fan of that. Okay, let's give that another shot. I wanna... okay. I wanna see... yeah, it did it again, what? It's not like there's a lot of mass on that side, so why is it... any idea what's happening? Reverting, because that doesn't make sense to me. Clipping, being rock placed on the other side, maybe some imbalance. So it's on this side consistently. It's evenly... what? No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Thrust limiter, what? Oh, because I edited it outside of the... outside of the editor. That's why I wish you could... with the thrust limiting, it did just balance both sides. That would have been so much nicer. Good with that. Okay, yeah. That's it. Don't like the brake markers moving down. No, 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 no. Oh, stabilize. SAS, what are you doing? Why am I having to control this very manually? But you're on stability assist, why are you moving away from where I'm trying to point you? Too distracted to pay attention. Okay. Still got... no. Staging. Sometimes I hate SAS. Spinning. Why is it spinning? It's not a neat trick. Oh, that still had fuel. I think now it's okay. Come on. Hey, a lot of lag's gone at least. No longer fighting SAS for control. Oh, but now I've got 16 seconds of this. Then should have plenty. Rest of the way. I wonder how much fuel I wasted. Okay, 55. I think maybe once we get to 60 kilometers I'll deploy. I suppose I could have kept it on until I actually needed to once again. Oh well. Quickly. Node in 44 seconds. Yep. 50-second burn time, 25 seconds each side. And let's point to the maneuver node. We are in space. Actually. Let's go. Plenty of delta V now. Okay. No longer terribly scared. Okay, over out of the atmosphere. Go. It wraps this up. Yeah, perfect shape for delivering a payload. Were you trying to suggest that the reason it was leaning to one side is because of its shape? Come on. Cool. Round. Round. And time up. Physics warp. Okay. Bit more time warp. Not going to bother with limiting. I'm just going to tap very slightly. So 3.6 inclination. I've got plenty of delta V. I could spend it on. I think that's. Descending node. Console, so this is impossible for your rig. Which part of it's impossible? Oh, that's actually not that much delta V. Oh, just in terms of like processing power. I mean, it doesn't like it when I'm not when I'm on the map screen. Okay, well, not on the map screen. Warp 2 via node. And get over to the node. Seconds aside. A bit more time warping. Wow. 5 meter just crashes, regardless, even if it's just a single stack. .3 should be good enough. And let's get the other part of the mission to up with us. Transfer. Okay, I think it's best to use up as much, yeah, as much of that fuel tank as possible. Rather than using up this fuel tank. I suppose I could excess fuel across. Yeah. No, I can't because it's. Oh, yes, I could. Yeah, I move it into the other stage first. Okay, yeah. Where do I need to meet that one? It's orbit. A bit below it in orbit. Okay. Let's put at the node. With 0.3, both ones are about 0.3 inclination, but in the opposite directions. Okay. Yeah, so fortunately we'll be slowing down relative to it when it's mostly ahead of us. Oh well. And let's add in a maneuver up here and towards a few orbits. Node 1 again. Very slight increase. Oh. That will be close enough. think I'll at least be able to rendezvous then. Is the engine lights that crashes? Oof. Wait, 5-meter fuel tanks? I thought it only went up to 4. No, it's size 4, which I think might be 5-meter ones. Right. That one doesn't have outside the atmosphere. Oh well. Burn time 20 seconds in 46 seconds. I'm up a bit. It's a bit more. And now. Cross-weight ratio is going to be absolutely terrible. Transfer stage, but oh well. I don't maneuver there. Okay, so bit of retrograde then. Okay, I might just move forwards a few orbits then. But another orbit, and let's just time warp there. Oh. Oh. Not the action. Give me a second. Okay. Try that again. Bit of physics warp just to speed this up a bit. Okay, now let's have a look. Not too bad. Back a couple orbits. This time, have solar panels. First to bring this here. For 5.2 kilometer. Now, first initial pass. And do a bit of inclination change at Died. Yeah. In the node. Try to move the ascending node on top. Probably didn't die, yep. Oh. Separation 0 kilometers. That's what you like to see. In 15 minutes. Oh, time warp. Bit more. There we go. Meter away intercept. Okay. Hidden target, and then come up a bit closer. Retrograde relative to targets. Save. Time up a bit closer. Ooh. That's why we quick save before time warping. Lagged a bit as it loaded in and we went, okay, yep. So now we're just going to go past, right? Time warp a bit. Maybe not as much or as fast. As it was loading, it was like, okay, we'll try to slow down time warp, but we're too busy loading to slow down time warp. Okay, I mean, I guess I can calculate roughly how long it will take to get there. So it's 11 kilometers away. At 100 meters a second, that's about 100 seconds away. So 10 times time warp, that would be 10 seconds away. Two, one. Sure, we're pointing retrograde. Maybe slow down a bit earlier. Not time warp as much. Great. Let's see. Yep, that was the wrong button. Retrograde. minute. Okay. Get it down to 30 meters a second. Go. Closer. And let's just a bit closer again. I'm pushing the retrograde marker over to the anti-target marker. A minute until closest approach, so save here, warp a bit closer. Closer again. A bit. Move the solar panels out of the way. And a bit more. Would be about good. Suddenly combusting doesn't sound like it's good for your health. I recommend against that. Okay. So, switch over to here. Oop. Let's move some liquid. That. I guess put it until ones. Or assume I did and then check. One. Tiny bit less. So that last remaining one. All of them. All filled up. Now, from here, let's couple. Slowly spin. Hit that while we're at it. Saving. Unforbid those. Let's see, where are we now? I think here we'll add maneuver. I'm realizing I did not put a heat shield on this, but if it's fine. Let's go for 40 kilometers. So I'm currently deorbiting my booster stage. Hopefully for some cash back. I think... I'm wanting to land near the KSC, hopefully. I think that might be a bit too early, but I'll give it a try. Gonna have to re-rendezvous. Oh well. Round. Okay. Yep. Activate always parachutes. I can't see my thrust weight ratio. Time to deorbit. Yeah, I should have done it. Oh well. Try to point retrograde, I guess. It's me too much an option. We're back. Could be the highest drag part. Over fuel to the rear. Help with that, keeping the direction. Okay, back to physics warping. Hoping that can land safely. 15 seconds of full burn. Ooh, thrust limiting this will be a pain. I was a bit higher than I would have liked, but I would have liked to have a shield. Oh well. Perhaps this has already dropped down to 30 kilometers. This will get rougher. Quite a bit rougher. Okay, spinning helped with a lot of heat stuff. Not all. I think that most red one is the decoupler. Not the worst if it goes, but it does mean that then the probe core is at risk. spinning isn't going to help as much with the front. But what I could do instead of spinning, try to lift up. A bit more lift, slow down a bit. Descent rate. I think. We'll be getting a bit of a lifting body effect. Should hopefully help with the heating. I think. I don't want too much. Then shooting our target. Okay, not what I was trying to do. I think those were the batteries. Yeah. That was the batteries. And now we do not have electric charge. So, although, yes, yeah. Still got some amount of control because of the, whatever they're called. Pins. Okay. Yes, disengaged. Surprised it didn't do that earlier. Okay, I think if I... Oh, I can't. No probe control whatsoever. Okay. Oh, I also think it burned off the, I've got a... Got some... That might be all the panels, but... just... blocked by Kerbal. Not too far away, it's within sight. And landing speed isn't too high. But I would have liked to have gotten rid of a bit more mass. Slowed down a bit more. Firing the engines, oh well. Further down, oh well. Not much I can do for us to touch down. Cover. There we go. It's an insane amount of parachutes, but it is enough to safely land something heavy. Like a 5-meter wide fuel tank. How much did I recover from that? Those engines are expensive. Any day now. Last thing I'll do for tonight is dock transfer stage. 96% value, 146,000 funds. Okay. That's a lot of funds that I use for that. Back to the should be close enough. Should be close enough to switch. The transfer tool. Okay, do a control from here. There is target. But and control from here. Target. Velocity. Need to get a bit closer for it. Cancel out some velocity while pushing our velocity vector towards it. Much. There we go. Does this have monopropellant? Oh well. I think I have anything to get rid of it though. Fortunate. We'll live with it. Oh, get the velocity vector a bit again. Close is it now? Pretty good. It's a bit closer to the target then. Here for 5 meters and a bit less is fine. Turning around to point at target. Back. Quick retrograde burn. Could have put some RCS thrusters for maneuvering, docking, but oh well. Again, cancel out some of the vector. Target. Get down to about 0.8 meters a second. Targets. Now I will retract for so. Camera over here. Target. Base. Oh well. It. Basically already. Target. Enough. Save here so I can time warp. miss. Anti-target. Back to stability list. Move a vector to the right. Target. The target. Move the velocity vector onto the target marker. Warp a bit closer again. Might work. Right, but then point at each other. Point where they can actually yeah. Yeah, this should be far enough away from the center of the map, but got some wiggle room because they're still going to be pointing towards each other, going slightly to the side, and like that. Let's have a look at this geo. 0.11. Oh, that's for that. Okay, yeah. Nope. Let's make a new one for those rockets. What? 0.11, huh? I'm surprised actually. Oh, which one was? The last one. There we go. No, I selected the engine. Transfer fuel out. I missed one. Oop, I hit the nose. Does anyone know if there's a mod which makes transferring fuel easier? Yeah. Should be all of it. Fuel, what was it? What? Oh, look, right, no. Oxidize is 0. Okay, that's good. Liquid fuel is the one thing I need. Yes. 2 kilometers. Not the greatest, not the worst. I think I can transfer fuel. Hopefully get us some more Delta V. And let's go ahead and leave a planner to now. Last thing we need for the Eve mission is basically just the land mining setup, be able to then get fuel. Yeah, well, fuel up into this rocket. Yeah. That way for next time. I hope you enjoyed. Let's. I'll be there Wednesday. I hope you've enjoyed. Know any feedback you have. If you're watching this as a VOD, let me know any feedback you have in the comments. And until next time, guess I shall raid on doing space exploration. I'm not sure if they've got that as a tag because they've got the space. I think, pretty sure one of the mods is called space exploration. They might just have it because they're doing KSP. Anyway, I'll see you all next time. Bye.